Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of Two Fat Guys in a Dream. Of course, I'm your host of the most, Truman Steam Machine Steen, as always. I'm joined by my father, Scott Steen. Scott, how are you doing?
I'm fine, buddy. I just realized as we came on the air, we got this. I got the rinky-dink setup over here. I don't have a cough button anymore. So anytime I have to clear my throat or anything, let me clear my throat. We're gonna hear that live. So
Nice.
Sucks. Other than that, it's good. It's the move is over after just 10 days. Came in under the wire last night / this morning. Brought the last load home at 4:45 a.m.
Gosh.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, indeed.
Good times. Good times indeed, but it's I couldn't have done it without the help from you and from really all hands on deck from the whole Gray side of the family, and the Steens as well. So it was an entire family effort. I'm only disappointed that I let your mom talk me out of getting a big truck.
Yeah.
I think with a big gigantic 20-footer and the vehicles we had, it would have made it a lot more efficient and go a lot quicker.
As somebody
what I learned in this move is your mom and I were both terrible at estimating how much stuff we had to move and how much space that would take up. So, but it's good. It's over. It's they say moving is one of those I don't know, top 3, top 5 stressful things. You know, you got death, divorce, changing a job. I think moving's right up there.
Yep.
Public speaking. Seinfeld used to do the bit about fear of public speaking is the number 1 fear in America. Fear of death is number 2, which means you're more afraid to talk at a funeral than be in the box. So
that's funny.
I thought that was funny. But anyway,
yeah.
It's good to be here. I'm happy about the move. I am unhappy about results. We're going to get to that. It was a disastrous week, and we're going to talk a little bit about why that was, and when you get to be this age, how much of a knife's edge you're actually on when it comes to posting results and how little room margin for error you have. So
that's true.
And I know you didn't have a great week too.
Nope.
And this is what this show is all about. It's about the ups and it's about the downs. It would have been easy to skip this week. But that's not how we roll around this joint. So we're gonna talk about that and talk about the plan going forward. So I'm excited about it. You started your new job today, which is this is Tuesday. We're recording.
I did.
So I know that's a cool thing for you. And everything's cool. This is my new space. Obviously, I don't have the stuff on the wall. It's a little more plain. I feel like I feel like if you take that lamp out of there, it should be like an ISIS hostage video.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're in the court case trial from prison. They're like, all right, and we have Scott Steen joining us. We have the defendant Scott Steen joining us here over Zoom.
Not guilty, Your Honor. Not guilty.
Yeah.
So, bad week to be a Proud Boy. I will say that.
I'd say every week.
Handing out years like they were Tootsie Rolls at fucking Halloween there, buddy. 22, 17, 10, yeah.
Easy.
And that's federal time, so you're doing it. You're doing 85%, I believe, is the number of that you're doing of federal time. So, jeez,
that's crazy. Well, but luckily, you're just in an apartment.
I think it's wild in prison sentences. They put it in months.
Oh God!
Like we're gonna give you 200 months. Well, that doesn't sound bad. And you go, wait, that's like 17 years. Wait, 17 years?
Wait a minute. Wait. Yeah. God, man.
I don't know when they went to that. If it's supposed to sound less dramatic or something, but they handed out in months. So anyway, it's a good day not to be a Proud Boy. That's what I'm saying to you.
Well, always. But all right, let's get into personal health review. Speaking of things to not be proud about, let's talk about my personal weigh-in this week. Scott, I weighed in, coming in at 247 this week, means I gained 2 pounds. This week we were not looking at the scale, and this was after I got back from my bachelor trip. And I don't know, man. I've been talking to people about this. I have felt like for the last 2 months, my life has been living just kind of day to day I have no plans. I haven't had a time to just sit and think for a long time. And
Well, that's interesting because you were on the road by yourself. When you got off of work, you get back to the apartment or get back to the motel. You got nothing to do but sit and think.
well, but a lot of that felt like and I mean I was still for a couple. I mean I was still recording the podcast set at times, and then
Right.
part of it was just I had to go to bed. So a lot of it was going to bed right after and having to figure that out. So I mean it
Yeah,
was
when it's 100 degrees, you don't want to start at 10 o'clock in the morning.
no, not exactly. Yeah. So it was just a lot of kind of a whirlwind where I didn't enjoy what I was doing, so I was out there, and then I was coming back, and then I haven't had time to gather myself and really do good stuff in a long time. It felt like so. The hope is that
You were surviving versus thriving.
right, yeah, and getting back
You're
to
just finding it out.
right. So getting back to where we're at now, I'm hoping that it kind of. I was telling people I'm feeling more recharged creatively in a way for podcast stuff, but also part of that is having the urge, having the mental fortitude and kind of peace of mind to go work out, get up early and work out instead of wanting to sleep in and get every single ounce of sleep that you possibly can get back. And so.
Right.
I'm excited to have kind of that back and get ready to kind of just get rolling on all those things. So, no excuses. Had a bad week. I came back. I must have been, again, I wasn't waiting until this Friday. I must have been heavier coming back from Vegas than I would have thought. And then, I didn't have a good week where a lot of it was like when you're leaving a job, a lot of people want to go get lunch. They want to take you out to lunch. They want to go buy you drinks. You want to go do this. So, I just didn't find it was a lot of going out for lunches and whatnot. And the new job, it'll be interesting to see because that'll be a lot of going out for lunches too. It'll be a lot of having to get salads when you're taking people out to lunches. And so we'll kind of see how all that goes. But regardless.
You're doing meet and greet, MEAT.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think we're going to Q39 for lunch tomorrow. We had Longhorn for lunch today. Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, it's going to be more and more of that. So finding the balance, it all comes with the new job is finding that balance and finding that routine of what works for you. And not only is that time, but that's also weight loss. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm back. I get to go to bed at normal times. I get to be home and be in my own bed. I get my own home. I get my gym that I pay memberships to that I get to go to and really enjoy back. So I'm going to start going to that more. I got to get up at 5:30 and go. So excited for all that. Excited to be back in that kind of rhythm of things. And excited to get back on the weight loss trail after having 2 positive weeks, after not having a positive week the entire show that we'd been running so far. So 247 plus 2 pounds. I went back 2.45% of my goal. I'm down to 42.33% of my goal. 34.5 pounds lost total still, which is good. Just under 35 pounds, but now's the push. We talked about we wanted to push. So I want to be under 240 by the time Tina's parents come into town. Tina's sister and her husband come into town. I still want to push for that, but it's a focus. You have to focus in. I have to go down from the 247 this week, and then I have 2 more weeks to knock it down, probably 6 more pounds or so. So that takes discipline.
That's going to take discipline and some effort, and a lot of sacrifices, or at least not sacrifices so much as good decisions at lunch.
Absolutely. So we'll figure that out.
Salad, meat, no carbs.
Absolutely. We'll figure out what that kind of looks like as we go. But Scott, I think it's I think we talk about yours.
You had a great week compared to me.
Yeah.
You had a fantastic week. And I inadvertently did your thing, where I didn't weigh for a while because didn't have access to a scale. We started packing up the scale. So, yeah, dude, up 10 a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I told you I was going to back it off for the moving week. not worry about it, not stress out about my food. And we paid the price. And it wasn't, I didn't have, it didn't seem like, I wasn't eating pizza every day and shit like that. But, I did have like a burger and, we had some sweets laying around and things like that. And, it was just a brutal week. Just a brutal week. My knee was still sore. I told you last week I ended up with some knee pain. Gotten better, but it's still you could walk on it a little bit better. But there was like no extra walking last week.
Right.
It was just the perfect combination of events. So yeah, it's not good. Puts me back over 3 bills. I'm disgusted, but I'm motivated. This would be the spot where normally you'd be tempted to give up.
Right. Yeah, the dream's over, right?
I'm
I'm back up here.
exactly.
I hit my goal, and now I've gone back on that goal, and that wasn't even the goal. So now I have to go back past that goal to still get to my other goal. And yeah, it is a demoralizing thing to have to go back up and go, damn, man, I really need to get back down. You're like,
Yeah.
but it's just
It
it's how it
100%
happens.
is.
Yeah.
But I am motivated. We've talked about it before. My front door is what would you say, Truman? 40 feet from a walking path.
Yeah, if that, yeah.
It's very very cool. We're going to take advantage of that for sure. I'd like to get in good enough cardio shape to start doing some HIIT.
Yep.
I think there's a really good body of evidence that that's the most successful way to not just lose weight, but more importantly, to build muscle. And I think as you get older, building muscle it becomes even more important because the muscle loss accelerates.
Yep. Yeah.
So
Helps
I need to turn that
cardiovascular as
around.
well. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely true. So, yeah, I don't want to dwell on it too much. It's next week results. Frankly, may not be great because we're going to have the Saturday, the Sunday, and the Monday when we were moving and didn't eat great. And in addition, Mom got a big thing of cookies, and you fuckers did not do a very good job on them. So I was forced to eat most of the cookies myself, and so that's going to be not good. So I would be honestly a push on Friday. The same weight would be a victory at this point.
Yep.
And I'm going to work hard the next 3 days here, but you can only do so much after 3 terrible days. But you know what? Like we went out to Olive Garden last night. And I did kind of rein it in a little bit. I had the soup and salad thing, had 1 serving of each. I did have 2 breadsticks, but that was it. Didn't have the big thing of pasta or the terrible appetizers or things like that. So it's trying to make back on the track of making decent decisions. So
right.
Anyway,
Well,
I'm ready.
And you're talking about a push being a positive thing for this week. I mean, again, when you go on these skids like this, the hardest part is not beat you. One, I think we talk about, well, don't beat yourself up about it. Well, yes, but I think you shouldn't beat yourself up about it where you get down on yourself and you say, I should just fucking quit. I'm not getting. But
you need to acknowledge that it happened, and
right.
you need to figure out what you need. You got to plug the holes, man. You got to plug the holes in your game.
Right, and you talk about having to push this week. As we all know, rule number 1 to get out of the hole: stop digging. Absolutely. So I'm on a skid. Plus positive the last 2 weeks. You're on the skid right now. So rule number 1: stop digging. This is the week to stop digging, and that is an interesting thing to kind of have to look at. Where you go, okay. I've got to find, and I will say that we have both had pretty volatile times right now. I was traveling and then bachelor parties, and then I was switching jobs, and now I'm still, we talked about how I'm feeling, kind of loose and crazy right now, and that doesn't help me with my being able to stick to diets and work out. But I think, and you've been moving and stuff, and I think, and which is huge because you guys hadn't moved in 4 years. I moved 2 years ago, so my move wasn't even as big of a deal. But
Right.
um,
Well, and we, yeah, the big part of our move, I don't want to dwell on too much, but the biggest part of our move, well, was two huge parts. First part, closing down our 10 by 30 storage garage.
yeah,
We rented a storage container, so we, figured out that if we can get that expense off the books, and save gas by having her closer to work, it's just about a push to live in a better place with another bedroom.
right.
So that was part of it. So it was really a two-pronged clusterfuck. It was all the stuff from the old house that's still chasing us around.
Right.
And and it's hard stuff because you look at it, and in the next year you're going to use about 10% of it, and most of it's like different holiday decorations.
Yeah.
But you look at it, you're like, well, what do you want to get rid of? Well, I don't want to get rid of that. I don't want to get rid of that. And your mom feels that way, and I feel that way. You look at this stuff, you're not using it. Nobody wants it. Yep. You just can't throw it away.
Yeah. I had the same stuff.
And she purged. And I don't want to make this sound bad. She purged so much shit. She made trip after trip after trip to drop stuff off for donations. Just if I had to guess, I'd say 6 or 8 fucking carloads of shit, clothes and little pieces of furniture and toys and whatever that she fucking dropped off. All the kids got their shit out of there. Right. We were keeping various amounts of everybody's stuff from the kids.
Yeah.
And we still had 2/3 of a garage full of shit.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, so that's over. Your horrible stretch of road crew is over.
Yeah.
And we're pretty positive going forward. Here's what I'm saying.
Right, and I guess that's what I want to talk about with, kind of when you hit these skids. I think a lot of it is, for me, I'm a routine guy. I know that because I have ADHD. Shocking. You have struggles with ADHD as well. So does mom. All that kind of stuff. But
I'm not diagnosed, but I feel like I have touches of it.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, for real.
Yeah. So, but I think for me, a lot of times, yeah, having a habit, having a routine helps. And for me, a lot of the time, if I get derailed on it, the diet goes. Like today, I was, I felt like I haven't been able to sleep at all. So this morning, instead of getting up and working out, I slept in till 7 so I could catch up on just an hour of sleep instead of getting up at 5:30 to go work out. But I think part of it is that I think I should be looking at my diet and exercise at this point. It is what gives me the most, not the most joy, right? Girlfriend, family, friends gives me the most joy. Out of anything besides the very obvious stuff, it's what gives me the most joy right now is losing weight, being healthy, seeing those progresses. And I think I need to, instead of, letting that be the first thing that goes, I think I need that to be what anchors the rest of my week, what anchors the rest of my day is working out, being healthy, doing the diet, and using that success to lead to my other successes in being able to kind of keep a hold of my life. And I think that's what this outlet should become, and I think is what I hope for it to become as we move forward here, is that this is the thing that can stay consistent, that can ground me as I get back into a normal routine after being on the side of the highway for so long.
Right. Yeah, and there's a lot to be said for the fact that when you are eating healthy, exercising, your mental state is already better because you're pumping out serotonin when you work out.
Right.
There's a lot of positive things that happen mentally when you work out and eat well, and in addition to what you see on the scale.
Yeah.
And we probably don't spend enough time about talking. We talk a lot about results on this scale, but there are a number of positive results that go along with this: increased self-esteem, feeling better about yourself, just feeling better about the day in general.
Moving around better.
All, all kinds of
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
all kinds of little victories throughout the week that you chalk up to the fact that you're eating healthy and working out. So
Right.
I totally get it. Totally get it.
So I think that'll be kind of my next goal is just to get back into those things and using the workouts to be what's grounding me. And so
Okay.
that's what I hope to move forward to, and that's what I hope to go on to. I've labeled this section as the diet recap. I think after a bad week like this, I think a lot of times we have a lot of fun on this show. We have a lot of things. This needs to be our, refocus, revamp, stop fucking around show. And
oh, you said it. You said it before the show started. It's our come to Jesus show.
right, exactly, yeah.
That's exactly what the "Just as I Am" plays in the background.
Right.
Shout out to all the Baptists that get that joke.
But I think as we, with that, I don't think for this next week, I don't think I'm going to do anything crazy, anything frills. This is no frills. This is straight. Get back on track. Do what we know. 1,800, 80 carbs, no sugar. Work out. Get half those calories back. It is refocusing on that. I don't think I'm putting more on my plate. I don't think I want to mess around with the diet at all right now. I think we do the next diet. We do these diets. We get back on track. Then we get back to testing the form again.
Yep. Absolutely correct. So
yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. Hey, football starts this week. NFL starts on Thursday night. That'll be fun. It looks like no Kelsey, no Jones. So yay.
Maybe Kelsey. You might get. They said they're testing that knee tomorrow.
I promise he's going to try it, but I
don't see how he plays, and I don't see how you feel good playing.
They may even put him in there to decoy for the first quarter or something, but I don't know. I think what we're going to find out though is Noah Gray goes 6 for 90 and 2 touchdowns. That Patrick Mahomes is a really good quarterback.
That's the hope.
Kelsey, he and Kelsey have a terrific chemistry. They just kind of know where each other's going to be and what they're going to do, and you can't replace that.
Right.
But it's a great scheme, and it's a great guy running it. So we'll see what happens.
And it's somebody who's been watching Travis Kelce and maybe learning how Kelce interacts to be Mahomes' safety blanket. And I'm wondering how much he's learned to be able to be the safety blanket come Thursday night.
Yeah, we'll definitely find out because it's Kelsey's a fucking beast, and he doesn't miss a lot of games. He doesn't have those little nickel and dime injuries that you see a lot of guys suffer from. So hopefully this is a one-off thing. Hopefully this isn't like the beginning of the age 30 plus slide that you see from so many NFL players.
Yep.
They you lose half that first season to injury, and then you maybe lose 6 games the next year, and all of a sudden the skills aren't quite there. And we've seen it before. Just hope that's not the case.
That's fair. All right.
For God's sake, hey Chris Jones, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, if you guys like listening to sports, stay on the Open Disaster Productions channel. We got Dom That's True coming out about the same day. We appreciate you there. Hey, and we appreciate everybody for being here, helping us kind of vent through a terrible week, honestly. With 2 fat guys in a dream and just getting through it.
Let's go a lot quicker when we suck, Truman.
Yeah, right. It's harder.
I was noticing that.
We have a simple goal to move forward. It is reload, revamp, refocus, stop digging. This week, stop digging. Next week, start climbing.
Yeah, we'll start filling in the hole next week.
Absolutely.
For this week, we're going to stop digging. Very good. All right.
Absolutely. So, hey, if you guys want to see more from us, we both have Twitters, Steam Machine, Steam Roller. You guys listening on Spotify, if you guys like to see a video version of this, you can head over onto youtube.com/Open Disaster Productions. You could also, hey, if you're watching on YouTube and you'd rather be like not see our faces, you could go over to Spotify, iTunes, wherever you guys find your podcast. But if wherever you are, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, rate.
We also do a version on Rumble where we're just incredibly racist. So check that out as well.
More Proud Boy stuff. More Proud Boy minutes. But yes,
we do a lot of race. Do a lot of Pepe the Frog stuff.
Yeah,
and things like that. So make sure you check us out over on Rumble.
Yeah, you guys will really love that.
I've never been to Rumble in my life. I just know what it is.
No, all I see is people who post on it. I go, oh, not going over to that website. So
check me on my Gab, Getter, Rumble, Truth Social accounts. Nope.
Yes.
Nope, not going to do any of those things.
And then check my stream out on kick.com right after that. So, see, that's even too hip for you. But
you got me there.
Fair enough. But yeah. Hey guys,
have a great week is what we're trying to say. Sorry.
Right. We appreciate you for being here.
We're headed off the ramp, and I fucking did a pit maneuver on you and knocked you off the road. Sorry.
Hey,
buddy.
Nothing right. Hey, it wouldn't be Two Fat Guys in a Dream without it. And guys, we appreciate you for being here. It wouldn't be Two Fat Guys in a Dream without the dreamers, the believers, and even the fat guys being here. We'll see you guys next week. We're gonna stop digging. We're excited to get back on track. I'm really thankful to have started a new job, so I will say that. But I appreciate it.
I'm thankful to be in a new place. I'm ready to put my fucking shovel down. Let's go.
Yes, absolutely. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Hey, everybody.